Hello and welcome. It's another week. I'm Natha Perkins Campanella, and we're looking at the astrology for the 18th through the 24th of July. It is more than halfway through July. I don't know how that happened. We've got some interesting energy this week. We have Jupiter stationing to go retrograde, and it won't actually turn until next week, but when we're in a station, the planet is slowed way down. So our Jupiter lessons that are around expansion and around really working to see our lives through differing perspectives, that zooming in and zooming out and getting a sense. It's like when you have binoculars and you have to spend some time really getting it so that you can see clearly. That's what we're doing right now. And of course, when Jupiter goes retrograde, you're going to have to look back over all of the work that you have done over the last several months around your perspective. And what does your perspective look like now? How has it shifted and changed? And what still needs to change? Remember, one of the shadow things about Jupiter is being righteous, being a know-it-all, being an instant expert. So you want to be careful in a day and age when there's so much Neptunian weirdness going on with the media and with spells being cast, maybe not literal, maybe, but the spell of, believe everything that you read. That is not something that you should be doing. I don't recommend it, but really looking at where you just believe something instantly when you read it and questioning, always questioning. We also have Venus coming in to make a square to Jupiter. So that is where you're going to be looking at where your Venus things, that's money, relationship, sense of self-worth, even things like your diet or your relationship to your body, where those might also be distorted, where you're acting from a place that is not necessarily the truth. So this would be like when you walk past a mirror and you say, "Ugh, I look awful," even though you don't look awful. So it's like we easily get very distorted around things that are so personal, Venus things like money and love and self-worth. So watch out for those distortions because you're really meant to be learning a lot about them right now so that you can course correct. The other thing is that we have a bunch of planets that are changing signs. When that happens, it's like, imagine you are traveling through France and everything is in French. Then you cross the border and everything is in a completely different language. So that's kind of what it feels like as we're doing sign changes. So Mercury and the Sun, for example, are going into the sign of Leo. So that's going to feel like, whoa, some interesting new energy that you're going to have to navigate. Leo, of course, is fire and sense of self. So it should be an interesting week. If you want to navigate it, feel free to book a private astrology reading with me. I also have opportunities for you to learn astrology. If you want to learn how to do astrology without having to have someone else translate it for you or spend tons of time digging through websites and podcasts, you can find that on my website, electraastrology.com. See you guys next week.